with the Alchemist.
Hi,
It's good,
Miller.
Rob. Wow.
Sorry.
I'm YSM right now.
Sorry.
Gotta be professional, man.
Sorry.
What's going on, Rob?
How you doing, why something?
I'm good. Yeah. I'm good. What's going on in the gym today?
Challenge, just working with my morning people. Gio came by today.
What up, Jay?
Just regular busy morning.
All right, we got a couple of topics to talk about, Rob. I guess we'll start it off with Nonito Donaire, nine-time champ. What is it, 4 divisions or 5 divisions?
I thought it was 4. Oh.
Okay, so like recently his father been doing a lot of interviews in regards to him, and he's like training a potential opponent or a former opponent, and like to beat him. Like he said that
Nonito Donaire's dad.
Nonito Donaire's dad.
Somebody
Nonito
to beat
Donaire
his son.
Sr. Yes, and he said he wants to teach Nonito Jr. a lesson. Now,
I guess ass whoopings don't count no more.
Like, have you ever seen anything like this in boxing? And you've trained someone, a family member that's like your son.
Yeah.
Would you ever, would
Never.
things get ever bad between you where you train somebody against them?
But there's my brother, one of my brothers and I, we just settled some differences. And even if he was boxing, I wouldn't train anybody to fight my brother. I wouldn't do that. That's I can't even describe how low that is. You know what I'm saying? Like you just don't do that. That's just some shit you don't do. You know what I mean? That's like, so what if the table reversed? What if Nonito got somebody to beat up his old head? You know what I mean? What if he pays somebody to just dog his dad and he watched?
Because that's essentially kind of what it is.
That's kind of exactly what it is. I'm going to get paid so I can teach my son a lesson. So he took it based on teaching him a lesson, not taking it for a different reason. So it's malicious intent.
At first he came out and said it was just business. But then because he's been on like a whole press kit where he's been doing, interview after interview, but it came out in a back and forth where as though he wanted to teach his son a lesson.
Right.
You have intimate knowledge of what your son doesn't like, likes, and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's like, if anybody could give the blueprint on beating somebody, it could be your parents.
Yeah, it's your dad, or your coach that made you. You know what I'm saying? I sincerely doubt, Greg will give a blueprint to somebody to beat Pat. I doubt that Rel would do it to Sheem. I doubt Bo would do it to Boots. I doubt that L would do it to Ty. I just don't see that happening. That's some crazy shit going on. You know what I mean? He might just have to spar his dad and just dog him. You know what I mean? Just lace up, but put 8s on and just go ahead and rumble it out. You know what I'm saying? Since you created me, you know how to beat me then.
Now you got some people in the Philippines that feel like Nonito Jr. is wrong.
Nonito Jr. is wrong?
Yeah, in the instance of a father-son relationship, who kind of takes the lead in
It's
repairing
whoever's right, whoever's wrong? Oh, you mean to repair the issue?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always about being a bigger man and making the approach, but sometimes making an approach against a person that you maybe look up to, or a person that kind of is very involved in your career. You know what I mean? Some old heads are just set in their ways. You understand what I'm saying? So he's probably just set in his way. So if Nonito tried to say something and it didn't happen, maybe his dad is just looking for more higher praise. You know what I mean? And Nonito's like, listen, like, I'll apologize if I did something wrong. I'm not gonna keep kissing your ass. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. But some old heads, they set in their ways, man. You can't change it. So fuck them. If y'all don't ever speak again, y'all don't ever speak again. You know what I mean? It's a tough, complicated situation to be in, especially when the whole country is siding with the dad. But that's because they're very cultural-like. So no matter what happens, the father and the parents are always right.
And they kind of look at Nonito as Americanized, as opposed to.
It's always going to be an issue, but to be honest, like, you know what I mean? What is it fair to say that if a father doesn't deal with his son, could we look at that the same way? Because it's kind of like the same thing. So just because of the the position that you hold in life over me, you're my father, I'm supposed to respect you. But I'm not going to keep taking disrespect either. You know what I mean? Especially if there's a lot of other involvements involved.
G, how would you feel if Rob trained somebody to beat you?
I feel, yeah, that's you just can't do stuff like that. That's disrespectful. I don't know. I feel some type of way.
Like, and you can see Rob during the interaction. Like he said, you know, if you do this, like me and you, we done.
Yeah, we'll be done. You know what I mean? Like, what can you do? You know what I'm saying? Like my father now. My father did martial arts for so many years. And my father tried to put me under his martial art umbrella. But I don't like martial arts. I learned it. I learned that. I learned wrestling.
Well, actually, you do like martial arts because boxing is one.
Yeah, I mean, it's all in the same. But what I'm saying is, like, he tried to teach me a lot of that shit, and I did learn it. And I just didn't like it. So then when I went to boxing, it was cool, but I guess he didn't like that. So, you know what I mean? But it's not like I will learn martial arts and then now teach somebody to whoop my dad ass. Like, I'm not going to do that, and I'm pretty sure my dad won't do that to me, even if we haven't spoken in however long. You know what I mean? So I don't know.